It is hump day. Just realized that. Yay. I am coming to you this morning with something that I saw the other day. It was an article, and it was talking about the signs of high functioning anxiety. And as I read through it, it caught my attention mainly because it had a familiar sound to it. It was what it was saying was familiar to me. So I'm wondering if it will have the same effect on you. So these are signs of a high functioning anxiety. So on the outside, what all the other people see, they see hardworking, detail oriented, high achieving, ambitious, perfectionist, organized, well prepared, calm, does well under pressure. Now, that doesn't mean that you'll have all of those things, but if you are a if you have high functioning anxiety, these are the things that people will see on the outside, the things that are noticeable. Then on the inside, if you have high functioning anxiety, you're overthinking, overwhelmed, burnt out, trouble saying no, need to be busy, unrealistic expectations of yourself, people pleasing, fear of failure, and self doubt. So, those are two different lists. One is the signs on the outside, one is the signs on the inside. And it rings true to me. It sounds very familiar to me because that was me about 18 years ago. I didn't have all those signs, but I definitely had the majority of them. I had high functioning anxiety. And slowly since then, I've been working on me. So the signs were 18 years ago, and they pretty much came to a head. You can't live your whole life like that. So about 18 years ago, uh, I started working on me, and with God's grace and mercy, and allowing Him to help me. And He was making me whole. He was saving me yet again from my high functioning anxiety, and now today I can say without anxiety, I am without anxiety for the most part, even in the troubled times, even in times when most people would say it's natural for you to have anxiety. I don't have anxiety. Um, and so I wonder, how does that sound to you? How does that sound to you? And what would it take for you to get there? Um, so, yes, I've done a lot of reading, studying, praying to get where I am today. But the old me still wants to creep in. It does. You learn things as you're growing up, and you have a way of being, and you can do a lot of work, but yet still the old me wants to creep in sometimes. But the difference is today I recognize it. I see it. I'm aware enough of my body, of how I react to things, of what I need and what I don't need, that I can see when that high functioning anxiety is wanting to creep in again. So when that happens, I recognize it, and I immediately go to God. I don't let it linger. I immediately start praying and get down on my knees and ask Him to help me through this, whatever situation it is. Um, And I mentioned God's grace and mercy, and because I couldn't be where I am today without Him. And I am better individually as a person. My marriage is better. My family is better. My career choices are better. And I can serve Him better because I have done the work that I needed to do. And it brought me to First Peter 5, 6 through 7. And this is the New International Version. It says, "Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that He will lift you up in due time. Cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you." But I really like how the Amplified version of First Peter 5, 6 through 7 reads. And if you haven't ever looked at the same verse in different versions of Scripture, I would highly recommend you do that. But the Amplified version of 1 Peter 5, 6 through 7 says, "Therefore, humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God. Set aside self-righteous pride, so that He may exalt you to practice of honor in His service. At the appropriate time, casting all your cares, all your anxieties, all your worries, and all your concerns once and for all on Him." Casting all your anxieties and cares, all your worries, all your concerns once and for all on Him. For He cares about you with deepest affection and watches over you very carefully. He cares about you with deepest affection and watches over you very carefully. So, sorry, my nose is itchy today. So I just hope that you will, if you have to, write that scripture down on a index card and post it around, so that you will remember. But get down on your knees today and talk to Him. If you recognize some of those signs of a high functioning anxiety, go to Him today. Have a great one. It's a hump day. You only have 2 more days of work. Enjoy it. See you later. Bye-bye.